All right. Some people have no clue how to farm. So as you can see, this is level one farm and this is a level five farm. This shows how many number of waves that you'll get the amount of cash back. So this basically shows the farm efficiency. This shows how much it costs, and this shows how much money it gives. So I'm using total cost because it would make no sense to do individual upgrades because you have to go through the previous upgrades anyways. So as you can see, level one is the worst. And then you can see level 2 is slightly better than level 1. Now, a very common mistake, or not, I wouldn't say common, but a dumb mistake, is you place 2 level 1 farms. There's no reason to get 2 level 1 farms because a level 2 farm is cheaper than 2 level 1 farms. 2 level 1 farms cost 600, where a level 2 farm costs 550. So there's no reason to get 2 level 1 farms. In any case, you should always upgrade to level 2 before getting another farm. Now, the next thing you'll notice, level 2 and level 3 are both identical. So now, this means that they cost the same efficiency, but if you had to choose between getting a level 3 farm and a level 2 farm, you would choose level 3. This is because, although they're both the same efficiency, any cash you have sitting, um, how do I put this, that you have, just that doesn't do any, that's not invested into farms, it's just a waste. So you want to invest as much cash as possible. And common mistakes are you get in solos you get a farm to level 2 and you get a farm to level 1. Now, a lot of people get the next farm to level 2, but you want to spend as most cash as possible, and that allows you usually to get level 3. So I'd recommend getting level 3 over level 2, but again, they're really the same efficiency, so it's not that big of a deal. But still, try to get level 3. Now, as you can see, level 4 is 4 and 30 fifths, and level 5 is 4 and 11 fifths. For those of you who can't do math, this is more efficient. Level 4 is the most efficient way of farming. So, what the best strategy is before you start farming, just know how many farms you're gonna get from the very start. It can range anywhere. I'd recommend from 19 in survival, Dead End Valley, 19 farms to about I would say 12 farms minimum. So you would range from 19 to 12 farms minimum. So just get whatever amount of farms you think you need, and then get them all to level 4 before you upgrade any to level 5, because level 4 is just more price efficient. So don't get level 5 before you're completely done getting level 4. Now, they're really close, so it's okay to get level 5, but don't get level 5 before you get level 4, or a lot of level 4s. Now, this is the basic guide of farming, but then there's another advanced tactic. Now, we know level 4 is the most cost efficient, but let's say it costs 1,200 to get level 4, whereas you can see to get to another farm to level 3, you have 1,100. Now, the thing is, any money that's sitting you have that you don't put in farms, it's just going to complete waste. So there's no point in having money. You want to, so basically, when the next wave goes by, you have absolutely zero cash and it's all spent towards farming. So if the next wave's about to go by and you're absolutely certain you cannot afford a level 4 farm, and you know the next wave you will be able to, solely dependent because of your farm. So this means if you have around 3 level 4 farms, this only applies if you have 3 level 4 farms. If you don't have 3 level 4 farms, don't do this. But instead of waiting to get that level 4 farm, place another farm and upgrade to level 3, or at least get close to upgrading it to level 3. And make, if you get to level 1 or 2, it's still fine. But what happens is there's less money that you have just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. And it's more invested in um, farms. So basically, example is, let's say the next wave is going to pass. You have 5 level 4 farms. The next farm costs 1,200, and you only have 1,100. Well, instead of using that 1,100 to waste as the wave passes by, buy a level 1 farm and upgrade to level 3. Then you'll get 200 extra cash from that, and you won't waste an upgrade because you're going to get level 4 no matter what. So it's not going to waste any cash. It's actually going to do the opposite, and it's going to get you 200 extra cash. Because then you can upgrade the next level 3 farm to level 4. Now, I wouldn't recommend. Now, a big mistake is people plantation spam. This means they spam level 3 farms. Now, as you can see, level 3 is 5.5, where this is almost this is almost one wave more efficient than level 3. This means that if you're gonna have to wait a wave, if you have to pick between waiting a wave to get level 4 versus just getting level 3 immediately, always try to pick level 4, because this is one wave more efficient. And you might not, it's like barely a wave more efficient, but you might not think this is a big deal, but this really adds up, because when you get a level 3 farm versus a level 4, that extra cash that you get per wave, that adds up a lot. Now you might think you don't want to waste it, so a big common mistake is people plantation spam, and they just spam level 3 farms because they don't have enough money to get level 4, so they spam level 3. But my advice, you should never really have more than one level 3 while getting level 4 farms. And in real reality, like, the worst that's gonna happen is you get 2 level 3 farms. But however, you should never surpass 2 level 3 farms, in my opinion. Of course, never surpass one level 1 farm, and I guess 2 level 2s is fine, but again, like, I would like to think of it as you have one of each, really. Like, no, not one of each, but like a level 2 farm and a level 4 farm is ideally what you want to happen in solos. Now, of course, it could change depending on what you place. And also another idea is a common mistake is people just place towers immediately. You have 100 health, and that 100 health becomes irrelevant. And I would say around wave probably when boss 2 comes around, so that'd be wave 17. So after wave 17, your 100 health becomes useless, and it comes to the point of, if you have 1 health or you have 200 health, it doesn't make a big difference in the game, because the numbers get, like, the numbers of damage you do and the number of health the zombies have, they're too big to the point where health doesn't matter. This means that ideally you don't need that other 99 health before wave 17. So it's okay to leak. So, like, don't place, so ideally if you place a farm, like a level 1 farm, and upgrade it to level 2, and then you place another level 1 farm, then that is ideally the strategy for most mercenary strategies, because that greatly helps your eco. Like, if you're placing mercenary at the start, and it doesn't really matter the map, always place a level 1 farm, upgrade to level 2, and place another level 1 farm. That really adds up in the long game. Now, of course, if it's Dead End Valley, you may need to change it, and if it's Borderlands, you may need to change it. If you're using Fragger, you could probably get 2 level 2 farms, or if you're doing duos, it could change, but this can all change. But ideally, you always want to place a farms at the start, because it's okay if you leak health, because it's not like it's going to matter. Once you pass wave 17, it really won't matter. And even before wave 17, it barely matters. So there's not really a point of not leaking that health. If you ask me, I more think of it as I have 1 health, and that extra 99 is to help me. That's for me to leak. So ideally, I want to leak the 99 health, because that 1 health is all that matters. And ideally, I want to find out ways I can just farm a lot more and just leak more health. Another tactic I use when farming is you place troops during the back rather than front. This is because rather than spending money on a tower and then a farm, you can spend it on the farm first and then a tower. Now, ideally, as long as a tower is towards the back, you can do this. For example, you shouldn't really be defending boss 1 at wave 8, and wave 8 is when boss 1 comes. You want to ideally defend it at wave 9. Even with Dead End Valley, you want to defend it at wave 9, because you want to place towers towards the back so you can invest in farms first. Because, like, how to put it, you always want to invest in farms first and then towers or defense last. So you want to invest, like wave 8, you want to invest in farms, and then wave 9, you defend the boss 1. It all depends on maps and such, but really, you want to place towers towards the back, and you want to farm, um, you want to really want to farm first and defend last. So yeah, don't screw up when you're farming.